Hey, there we are in Brunch with Brian. So today it's Face Your Fears Day. It's also Own Your Business Day. Are those things tied for you together? Is owning your business kind of scary? Owning your own business? Have you set up your LLCs and taken care of that yet? What do you have to do to be in business, and how much of that is scaring you? Okay, so let's talk about the basics of business. The basics of setting up your business is pretty simple, really. You got to come up with a name. When you're naming your investing business, you're going to have LLCs. Okay, so mostly all of our students set up with LLCs. So to get your business going, and it's Own Your Business Day, and it's also Face Your Fears Day. So let's face our fears about owning our own business. So what do you need to do to own your own business? Well, that's what I love about America. It's actually pretty darn simple to go into business in America. So what do we got to do? We got to, number one, you're going to come up with a name of your company, of your investing company. Now, if you've already done that and you've already formed an LLC and the name's not right, you can do a DBA at the bank, and then they will cash your checks that are sent to you in that other name. Now, the name of your company should have homes in it, or properties, or real estate. If you've got anything else, any other term that makes it seem like a real estate company, remember, it should look like a management company. Somebody's going to send a letter, the seller, you are going to send it, but the seller is going to sign it, to the lender that says all future correspondence goes to me, goes to our company. So your company shouldn't sound weird or flaky. No Capri Internationals or anything like that. I want, it should be, like I said, have properties, homes, or real estate in the name of it. Now, after you figure out your name, you got to go to your corporate commission website. And whatever state you live in, it's okay to set up a company. Now, what about anonymity? Well, if you want a lot of anonymity, you can set up LLCs in other states. Okay, and that's not, you have to have residency in that state, and there are some states that are good about anonymity or keeping you anonymous. So if you are gonna do that, there's reasons that I want your holding LLCs to be that. Okay, your holding LLCs where you're holding your property, depending on how you're doing it. Now, if you have serial LLCs in your state, you're probably going to do it. It's just kind of easy to do it with serial LLCs, but it's just a simple setup. So it's one egg, one basket. If you can figure out how to do it, one egg, one basket is a good deal. If you own 10 properties in one LLC, and the LLC gets sued, you could lose all 10 properties. But if you only have one home in that LLC, but then reporting becomes difficult. If you are, if each house has its own LLC, that's a lot of tax returns and a lot of hassles, depending on where you live and how you're doing it. Okay, but it's a hassle. So some people do land trusts. Land trusts essentially put one egg, one basket, but you better hope that people around where you live, like the judges, are okay with land trusts and they don't think it makes it look shady. So land trust is one way to do it. And I'm not against land trusts, but I want you to talk to your attorney and make sure land trusts are a common instrument that's used in your area. If nobody uses land trusts and judges have no idea what land trusts are, it's harder to get those to work when crunch time comes. So I want you to understand what's common in your area. Now in Michigan, where we buy a lot of houses, it's common to buy on a land contract. And in fact, that's how we pitch. We don't even say we buy with monthly payments. We say we buy with land contract. So we actually change the scripts because it's a different methodology there. So make sure you know how people buy and sell houses in your area. Mostly it's with seller financing. So you're going to have your organizational entity, your operational entity, have the name, have the bank account, probably be an LLC in your own state, and it's going to have homes, properties, or real estate in the name. You're going to, after you set that up, you have to go to your corporate commission site. Normally it's tied to your Secretary of State, So if you go to your state Secretary of State, like Arizona Secretary of State or Florida Secretary of State, normally there's some kind of button on there that will lead you to wherever you need to go to form an entity. So you're looking for some kind of a little phrase there, form an entity. Sometimes if you go to your state corporate commission site, you can start by that. So you can say, Kansas Corporate Commission site, and do a Google for that. Somewhere there's a button that's a state-sponsored button. It's a government thing, so you're not setting up through a private entity. And don't pay somebody $500 or $1,000 to go setting up your LLCs. That's unnecessary. If you want a good operating agreement, I have one. Just call me. Just get in touch with the office. I will help you with this for free, like I do all the time. If you guys want stuff, you can usually get it from us for free. So just check with me if you don't have a good operating agreement. But what you don't need that really to set up your business. What do you need? After you get your name, after you go to the corporate commission site, make sure the name's available, and then sign up for it. Then it'll tell you what to do, and $50 or $150 or $250 or something like that. Later, you're going to have an LLC set up. Okay, so you just put in your credit card number and they say, okay, this is your new LLC. Now, to get the bank account, you got to get your EIN number. So you go to the Social Security Administration site and you apply and get an EIN number. That's pretty quick, happens pretty quick. So after you get your EIN number and you've got your article, and then you'll print, when you form your LLC, you'll get this thing called Articles of Organization. That comes when you set up an LLC. So you'll take your Articles of Organization, print those off, get your EIN number, and bring that down to the bank and set up a checking account with the big checks. I want you to get the big check ledger where you have to tear the checks out, where they have perforated edges. That's kind of a professional touch. Have your name, a nice, distinguished, respectable sounding name on there, on your checks. Because when you're handing them that check in the moment of truth, I want them to be impressed with your professionalism. Okay, so hey guys, give me a couple of hearts and likes and stuff. I never remember to ask for that stuff, but it's always a good thing. Hey Robert, hey Lori, hey Mike, Terry. Oh, good job Terry. So guys, I want you to get your business set up. I want you to get in operation quickly, and I want your business thriving. I want you to do between 1 and 3 deals by the end of the year. I think maybe even more. If you're already rocking and rolling, maybe you could even do more than 3. But at least 1. The market is ripe out there. Sellers are cooperative, and we're getting a lot of rhythm, a lot of action. So get out there, form your business quickly. If you're not set up, I gave you the steps. Pretty soon you'll have a nice bank account with a nice checks, and you'll be able to start buying houses and dumping money into that big bank account. Build that bank account up fast. My first goal for you is to get $100,000 in that bank account, $100K in that bank account as soon as possible. I want you to start imagining it. That's your thriving business. So form a business today. Get out there, be a business owner, face your fears, whatever they may be. Get on the phone and take action. So I'm going to form my business. I'm going to run a successful business. There you go. That's a good phrase. I'm going to run it. That's our affirmation for today. I'm going to run a successful business. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to run a successful business. I'm going to run a successful business. I'm going to run a successful business. Or I'm running a successful business. Sometimes we like to do future pacing, so we believe that we're already doing it. That really helps build that belief in you. So let's start deep breathing. Nice deep breath in. That always feels good. I know it just takes a second. It really invigorates you. Another deep breath in. And one more. Feels so good. Okay, relaxed. Good. All right, great day. Let's have an awesome day today. Tuesday, let's kick it off. Let's have a great week. And on Teaching Tuesdays today, we're going to talk about subject twos. So subject twos are back. It was a while there where we didn't get a lot of subject twos, guys, but subject twos are coming back stronger because of the market conditions. So today on Teaching Tuesday, we're going to talk all about subject twos and how to do them, when to do them, where to do them, and the best way to do them. Okay, so don't miss that. We'll see you on Teaching Tuesdays today later at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Until then, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, following us here, and taking action.